Hey everyone, new month, new haul video. I have lots of cool things to show you and one unique project that I'm really excited about, so let's get started. Now what would a haul video be without some Switch games? So I was able to acquire a couple of pre-owned games from GameStop. It's kind of hit or miss as far as the cover art goes. This is Nexomon Extinction. I don't know anything about this, so please forgive me, but my initial impressions, just first looks about this game, it kind of just seems like a knockoff Pokemon. That's probably because of the name itself. However, I will let you guys know in a casual review what I think about this, but as of right now, I know nothing about it, so I have nothing to say about it. This one does have cover art. We have XCOM 2 Collection. I have never played an XCOM game, but I have played Mario and Rabbids, and I know that that game took some inspiration from this one. I've also played that 1971 game as well, so I kind of know what I'm getting myself into with this tactics type of genre. Never played the first one, but you know, it does look like it comes with a little booklet, but knowing 2K, it's probably just legal information, yep. And here's the game. Spooky alien made out of skulls. I hope it's not too spooky of a game, but it's a tactics game, so how spooky could it really even be? Next up, we have Zoids Wild Blast Unleashed. No cover art for this one, unfortunately, but I did play with Zoids as a kid. They're kind of like models that you build. This is what the cover art of the game looks like. Don't really know what I'm getting myself into for this one, but due to the base price of this game, I'm not expecting a whole lot. Next up, we have Sayonara Wild Hearts, and I'm really sad that I didn't get the cover art for this game. I didn't know what I was getting into when I first bought it. I have played it since then, and my casual review is recorded. I just need to edit it and put it up. But spoilers, I really liked this game. It only took an hour to 2 hours to beat, and I played it twice already because I enjoyed it so much. And so this is a game that I'm almost thinking I'm just going to have to buy the cover art for because I enjoyed it so much. So look forward to my casual review when I finally do get that one up. Now we have the star of the show, Star Wars Pinball. It's the combination you never knew that you wanted. This was a pre-owned copy, and if you can see right here, I'm having a heck of a time trying to get this old sticker off. I'll probably have to try some Goo Gone or something like that because I don't know, I usually don't have a problem with taking off GameStop stickers, but this one was just on there really good. But hopefully I can get that off. This is Star Wars Pinball. What more do you need to know? What more do I need to know? I don't know. I've never played like a digital pinball game before besides Yoki's Island Express, and I enjoyed that enough. So we'll see what this one's like. I wonder what the single-player campaign's gonna be. Do you think there's going to be a lot of plot twists? It looks like it just covers all of these Star Wars though, so I'm assuming it's just pinball tables with a Star Wars theme to it. Enough of these pre-owned games though, let's start with something new, Burnout Paradise Remastered. I actually got this from Best Buy for only $10, brand new. Let's open it up and see what it looks like inside. Oh, we get an advertisement for Unravel 2. And Faye. Okay, all right. No inside cover art, but hey, at least it had the outside artwork looks pretty slick. I'm not really a Cars kind of guy, but Burnout Paradise interests me. I think I did play it once or twice, and I know you run into people and it like does it slow motion while you watch the cars brake. Seems like something I'm willing to dip my toe into. Maybe this will get me into the driving car genre besides, you know, your Mario Karts and things like that. So I'm actually pretty excited about this, not really knowing if I'm going to like it or not. Our final Switch game, last and maybe least, I don't know, we have Kingdoms of Amalur Re-Reckoning. I've never played this game either, but as far as I understand, it's kind of like a single-player World of Warcraft game. I don't remember how much I got this for. I think it was a deal of a day from GameStop, but let's see what it looks like inside. There it is, nothing too interesting in here, but let's check out what the game itself looks like. Ooh, it's an army. They're going into it. I don't know. I'm excited about this one. I think the time requirement for this one, though, is deterring me. I probably won't get to this one for a while because, as far as I understand, it takes about 40 hours to just roll the credits on. So, like most RPGs, I probably will be sitting on this one for a while. We got a couple of non-Switch games, though. We have Rayman 3D, no cover because GameStop just doesn't keep these for the 3DS. I guess they just throw them out, which is unfortunate. As far as I know, this is just a port of the Nintendo 64 game, which I absolutely love. They have this ported on pretty much every system. I think you can get it on the smartphone even. So if you want to play Rayman 3D, I think you have your choices. Here, I'm going to try it out on the 3DS. I just absolutely loved the Nintendo 64 game, so we'll see if it holds up in my mind or if it has become pretty dated since then. Our last game we're going to show is Metroid Fusion. I got this off of eBay, and as you probably know, anything with a microchip or a motherboard is just impossible to get right now. It is just super expensive. So collecting old vintage Game Boy games is really expensive of a hobby right now. So I can neither confirm nor deny that this is a reproduction cart from China. I'm not confirming, I'm not saying it is or not, but this is my first experience with a cart of this nature, so it's kind of like a test run to see if I have any issues with it. I hear carts like this have trouble holding your save files sometimes, so we'll see. But I've only heard good things about Metroid Fusion, and I've always wanted to try it. And I think what really gave me the kick in the butt to finally buy this game and try it out is I have a little project going on. This is a little teaser of what I've kind of been working on over these last couple of months. This is a Game Boy Advance that I am working on modding, but it seems like every time I order something and it finally comes in, I decide on something else that I want to order. So I've been doing pretty much a whole overhaul. The only thing I've been saving is this central board here, but I've been replacing a lot of stuff on it. As you can see, I have a backlit IPS funny playing V2 screen right here that I've installed. New buttons, new triggers. I even installed, I had to solder these shoulder buttons on, but they're kind of clicky. I'll be quiet so you see if you can hear it. Pretty cool. These were really hard to solder on because it had 4 points of contact, so it's really hard to desolder the old ones, but they were just pretty mushy, so I like these clicky ones. I got this audio amplifier chip that I have soldered on the board, a new speaker, and I've had some problems with this one. I was originally going to make a whole video about this, but I've just been running into so many issues that people probably don't want to see me struggle with this and learn myself. It was really supposed to be like a project to help me learn how to solder, and as you can see, I've had a couple of soldering practices here, so that's always been nice. But if you can see right there, do you see that not that one on the capacitor, but this bottom one here, there are 4 tiny little points, and I thought it had to be soldered on all 4 points, and I ended up blowing this small little fuse here. See that little fuse that has the F right next to it? I ended up blowing that fuse, so I ordered a new one and soldered that back on, and it does turn on, but then I noticed that the power switch is pretty sketchy, so I took off the old power switch. I'm currently waiting for a new power switch, and once that finally comes in, I should be able to get this whole thing together. I'm really excited to try it out. I'm really excited to play Metroid Fusion on this modded Game Boy for the first time ever. It should be really fun, and despite my problems with it, I've been having a really good time learning how to solder, and I think it's a good project to work on if you are curious about learning how to solder. Now, a non-soldering repair that I can do that I haven't is, if you remember this black DSi I showed off a couple of months ago, if you remember, the touchscreen itself is not responsive. It either does left or right, and it doesn't register a center push. So, just coming up, I don't know when I'll be able to do it, but I did order a replacement touchscreen. It was pretty cheap actually, just had to wait for it to ship from China. But I do know how to replace the touchscreen itself, and I know that there's no soldering required, so it shouldn't be that big of a deal. That's just another thing, another repair that I gotta put on the bucket list. And finally, kinda gaming related, we have a capture card that I bought. This is nothing fancy, just a cheap little capture card that I got from Amazon for about 30 some odd dollars. But I've always really wanted to capture my gameplay for casual reviews on my PlayStation 4, and eventually, hopefully, someday I'll get a PlayStation 5, and I would love to capture footage on that. I've never really been into streaming or anything like that, but it would just be nice having my own footage. I did uncover my Game Boy player for my GameCube, and I would love to capture some game footage on that for the Metroid Fusion. So it'll be nice to use this capture card. I'm sure that it doesn't do anything crazy. For the price, it was only $30. I'm sure it's just the bare minimum. But as of right now, that's all I really need. So I'm excited to try out some new video capturing solutions. Now, if I was to use this or the 3DS, I'm still going to have to resort to the, just playing while recording the screen. There's not really a good solution for that kind of video capturing aside from emulation. So right now, I'll just have to do that. But at least for the Game Boy Advance and anything previous and anything that has an HDMI cord, I should be able to get some game footage for that now too. So that's always pretty exciting and something that I've always wanted to buy. Well, that's it for this haul video. Next haul video, hopefully I will have the Game Boy Advance finished. I'm really excited to show it off when it's finally all done and we can see all the improvements firsthand. For now, I will just continue on ordering parts and going crazy with it and breaking things, who knows. But that should be it for me. I'll talk to you later. Bye!